School never taught us how to handle money, but you can learn the system right now. I was 24 when I watched my uncle sit down at the kitchen table with his paycheck and a pile of bills. He made decent money, worked construction, never missed a day. But I saw his hands shake as he moved envelopes around, trying to figure out which bill to pay first and which one he could push to next week. He didn't say anything, but I could see the weight in his face. He had no idea if he was actually getting ahead or just running in place. That moment stuck with me because I realized something painful. Nobody in my family knew where they actually stood. They worked hard, brought money home, and still lived one emergency away from panic. And I was heading down the exact same road. Here is the money system nobody taught us, the one that lets you know exactly where you stand and what to do next. This isn't about getting rich fast. This is the operating system you need before you can even think about investing or buying a home. You'll learn the 3 numbers that define your financial reality, how to build your first safety net, how to stop expensive debt from stealing your future, and how to create a budget that actually works for real life. And I'm saving the most important piece, the one thing that changes everything, for the end. Here's the truth. Most first-generation families in the US don't have a money problem, they have a clarity problem. They work hard, earn decent paychecks, help family, pay bills on time, and still feel fragile. Why? Because they don't know their real numbers. They don't know their net worth. They don't know if they're moving forward or backward each month. And they don't know how long they'd survive if income stopped tomorrow. Without numbers, there's no strategy, just constant low-level anxiety. You can't build a plan if you don't know where you're starting from, and you can't measure progress if you don't know what progress looks like. And here's what makes it worse. If you don't have an emergency fund, every normal problem becomes credit card debt. The car breaks down? Debt. Someone gets sick? Debt. A client pays late? Debt. Your kid needs something for school? Debt. And in the US, credit card debt can be brutal. If you are carrying a high double-digit APR, that balance can grow faster than you expect. That is not just a loan, that is financial quicksand. Every month you carry a balance, you're paying the bank for the privilege of staying stressed. So let me ask you something uncomfortable, but necessary. If your income disappeared tomorrow, how long would you survive? Not how long you think, how long exactly? Do you know the number? Most people don't, and that's the gap we're closing today. Because you can't build wealth if you don't even know where you're starting from. You can't plan a route if you don't know your current location. And you can't protect your family if you're guessing instead of knowing. Your financial reality comes down to 3 numbers. Number 1, your net worth. This is what you own minus what you owe. Add up your savings, your checking account, any investments, the real value of your car if you sold it today. Not what you hope it's worth, what someone would actually pay. If you own a home, include its market value minus what you still owe on the mortgage. Now subtract everything you owe. Credit cards, car loans, student loans, personal loans, that money you borrowed from your cousin 2 years ago. The result is your net worth. If it's negative, that's okay. At least now you know where you're starting. You can't build a plan without a starting point. Number 2, your monthly cash flow. How much comes in, how much goes out. No rounding, no guessing, no I think it's around there. Write down your salary, freelance income, side gig money, everything that hits your account in a month. Then subtract rent or mortgage, groceries, gas, insurance, phone bill, subscriptions, minimum payments on debt, eating out, coffee, everything. If you have money left over, that's your margin. If you're short, that's your leak. This number tells you if you're moving forward or slowly sinking while smiling in your Instagram photos. Number 3, your runway. Take your monthly expenses and divide them by your liquid savings, money you can access right now, not retirement accounts or long-term investments. How many months can you survive if income stops? 1 month? 3? 6? Less than 1? This number changes everything. It's not theory, it's survival. It's the difference between having options and having panic. Now here's what you do with these numbers. Step 1. Build your first emergency fund. Don't aim for 6 months right away. You'll get frustrated and quit. Start with one concrete emergency. Maybe it's $1,000. Maybe it's $500. Something you can hit in a few weeks, not a few years. That first cushion doesn't make you rich, it makes you less fragile. It means the next time something breaks, you don't have to choose between fixing it and eating. Then build 1 full month of basic expenses: rent, food, utilities, gas. 1 month changes how you breathe. You stop living in constant fight or flight mode. After that, aim for 3 months. 3 months transforms your mental posture. You're no longer in permanent panic mode. You have margin. You can think instead of just react. You can say no to a bad opportunity because you're not desperate. And remember, the emergency fund is not for investing. It's not for chasing returns. It's not for putting into crypto or that stock your cousin swears is about to explode. It's so you don't have to use the credit card when life happens. It's liquidity. It's protection. It's peace. It's the foundation everything else is built on. Step 2. Attack expensive debt. If you're carrying a credit card at, say, 24% interest while hoping an investment returns 8%, you're not building wealth in that example. You're losing. The math doesn't care about your intentions. Every month you don't attack that rate, the bank wins more than you do. You have 2 methods. Avalanche. Pay off the highest interest rate first while making minimum payments on everything else. This is the most efficient in pure dollars. It saves you the most money in interest. It's cold, rational, and powerful. Or snowball. Pay off the smallest balance first, regardless of interest rate. You close one debt fast, and that psychological win keeps you going. You see progress immediately. It's not the most efficient mathematically, but sometimes it's the most effective behaviorally, because staying motivated matters more than being perfectly optimal if you quit halfway through. Pick the one you'll actually stick with. But here's the rule. Stop adding new debt while you're paying off old debt. You can't bail out a boat while the faucet's still running. If you're serious about getting out, you have to stop digging the hole deeper. Step 3. Build a budget that doesn't punish you. A budget isn't about saying no to everything. It's about giving yourself permission to spend without guilt, because you already decided where the money goes. You're not restricting yourself, you're protecting your future self. Try the 50-30-20 rule as a starting point. 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings and debt payoff. In reality, it might be 70-20-10 for you, and that's fine. The point isn't perfection. The point is intention. The point is knowing where every dollar goes instead of wondering where it went. Or use the block method. Block 1. Fixed costs, rent, utilities, insurance, car payment, things you must pay every month no matter what. Block 2. Variable costs. Groceries, gas, going out, the stuff that changes but you can adjust if you need to. Block 3. Goals. Emergency fund, debt payoff, investing. This isn't the if there's money left over category. This is priority. You pay yourself before you pay for everything else. Block 4. Irregular expenses. This is the secret that changes everything. Things like car insurance renewals, holiday gifts, annual fees, back-to-school costs, birthday parties, car maintenance. They're not surprises. You know they're coming. If you set aside a little each month for these predictable irregularities, you stop feeling like something always goes wrong. Nothing went wrong, you just didn't budget for it. This block is what separates people who feel in control from people who feel like life keeps hitting them with unexpected expenses. Once you have your 3 numbers, your emergency fund growing, your debt shrinking, and a budget that actually reflects real life, something shifts inside you. You stop reacting out of fear. You stop making decisions from urgency. You start deciding with intention. You start planning instead of improvising. You start building margin instead of just surviving the month. And that's when you actually start building the life you've been working toward. So here's what it all comes down to. And this is the part that nobody talks about. You're not behind because you're lazy. You're not struggling because you're bad with money. You're struggling because nobody ever taught you the system. But now you know it. And now comes the real win. The 3 numbers give you clarity. The emergency fund gives you stability. The debt plan stops the bleeding. The budget gives you control. But here's the thing that changes everything. Once you have control, you stop living in survival mode and you start living in builder mode. You're no longer one emergency away from panic. You're no longer making decisions out of fear. You can finally start asking the question that first-generation families almost never get to ask. What do I actually want to build? Not, what do I have to survive? What do I want to build? That's the shift. That's the freedom. This isn't about getting rich next month. This is about knowing where you stand today and making sure that 5 years from now, you're not still living paycheck to paycheck, still stressed every time the phone rings, still wondering if you're getting ahead or just running in place. Your future self won't thank you for finding the perfect investment. Your future self will thank you for putting structure in place when nobody forced you to. While everyone else chases the next miracle, you build margin, and margin always wins. Watch one of these 2 videos next to keep building your first-gen money system.